The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Orsini's Home Store, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, The Palace Lounge, CMA Honda, the Berkeley County Health Department, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, CMA Chrysler Dodge, WVU East, the law firm of Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson, RAI Properties, Parsons Ford, Rocks, Gary Kelly Allstate, and Panhandle Dumpsters.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening from Hedgesville High School in the Gilbert B. Miller Center for the final game of the Hedgesville Hardwood Classic. And even though it's a mixer, not a tournament format, I guess you could still count this technically as the championship game of the Hardwood Classic, since both teams in action in this game were victorious in their games yesterday. It is the Idea Academy Timberwolves taking on the host, the Hedgesville Eagles. Pre-game show brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. I'm Colin McLaughlin for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Alongside me on the call will be Dylan Bishop. Talia Tompkins is our camera person, and back at the studio is Nick Verzolini, as we once again get to see Hedgesville, who tries to improve to 3-0, and it's been a fantastic start for the Eagles, averaging 67 points per game, thanks to a 59-20 win against Southern Garrett to start off the year, and then yesterday getting a 75-22 win against Kaiser, which means they hold their opponents to an average of 21 points per game. Will that defense, however, be able to smother the three-point shooting onslaught that Idea Timberwolves like to do, as that is what you saw from them yesterday, as it was a very sloppy game, but still a win for Idea against Jefferson, 59-57. They had multiple scorers with double digits, starting off with Baltimore with 16, followed by Lewis with 13, and Quixote with 11. So this team, a very good matchup. We know them from last year loving to shoot the three-point ball, and we'll see if they're able to do so today. And on the Hedgesville side, it's been offensively Noah Brown really emerging, averaging 16.5 points per game, along with Xavier Kirk at 15, and T.D. Bodkins, the transfer, in with 16 points per game as well. They've been a very solid three-headed monster for the Eagles so far, as Dylan does join me now. Dylan, any thoughts on this matchup before we take our first break of the pregame show?
I'm looking forward to this one. I think that it's, potentially the two best teams of the four that we have here. Obviously, Jefferson versus Idea was a really close one. And, the Timberwolves were able to beat Hedgesville last year, which you'll hear in the interview. Coach Church is really glad that I brought that up. But, no, just joking around. But, no, I'm really looking forward to this one to see what Hedgesville does against the little, step up in competition from yesterday, where they were really dominant on the defensive side.
So let's step aside, take a 2-minute break, and on the other side of the break, we'll hear that interview with Coach Church. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 back in 2 minutes.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Don't miss Floor Pool's 4th store grand opening hot tub sale beginning November 22nd at the Valley Mall in Hagerstown, featuring their 4th store grand opening with special grand opening prices. Floor Pools is prepared with a special truckload of hot tubs and endless pools at truckload prices, with financing available. Attention! We've secured a limited supply of factory second hot tubs at up to 30% off. Once they're gone, they're gone. Make every day better with a hot tub or pool from Floor Pools in Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg, and the new pop-up location at the Valley Mall in Hagerstown. FloorPools.com.
We welcome you back here. I'm Colin McLaughlin on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 as we are about 7.5 minutes away from tip between Hedgesville and Idea. Let's now get our coaches interview brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. Here's Dylan Bishop with Coach Kelly Church of the Hedgesville Eagles.
All right, here with Coach Church, the Hedgesville Eagles. Coach, you guys were able to get the win yesterday. Big performance from you guys on the defensive end, especially against Kaiser. How'd you feel about your team's performance in that one?
Obviously, we're pretty locked in on the defensive end. It's what we pride ourselves on. We think that's how we're going to have a chance to win games. We're not the kind of team that goes out and just tries to outscore people. It's just not who we are. We don't have those kind of athletes. And we have, we try to take all the different pieces and parts and blend them together and come up with the best puzzle we can. So, still finding our way. People still, evolving on some roles. But, start of the season's been obviously pretty good. But, again, when you go back and you break down film, there's a lot of stuff we have to improve on.
On that offensive end specifically, obviously you guys were able to take a lot of defense and turn it into offense yesterday. But on the offensive end specifically, what do you think you guys can get better at?
Well, execution. When I tell kids all the time, we'll get them one in practice sometimes, but the reality of it is, kids don't miss layups on purpose. You don't miss wide open shots on purpose. So, do you get to 2 feet when you're in the lane? Do you follow through on your shot? Do you do the things that we're supposed to do? Do we run the play right? Do we set real screens when we're running somewhere where we set screens? So if we do those things, whether or not the shot goes in, which like next play now, man, move on. And, worry about basketball is one of those sports where it's always next play. It has to always be next play. So as long as our kids can stay focused, take the breaks when the whistle blows, but just next play now, we think we'll be okay.
All right, in this one, you've got Idea coming in. They were able to beat Jefferson last night. They played you guys and were able to get the win over you by 5 points last year in this Hardwood Classic. So what you've seen from them this year and, just what you're used to seeing from them you're going to have to game plan here today.
Well, first of all, thanks for bringing up last year. That's awesome. I appreciate that. The reality of it is that they're unbelievably athletic. They play really, really fast. They're going to get after you. It doesn't matter if they're up by a few or down by 10 or 12. They're still going to play 100 miles an hour. That's who they are. It's how they play. So containing ball handlers, contesting shots, rebounding the ball, and limiting our live ball turnovers. It's why, like, sometimes people it's like, this is a great game for us, regardless of the outcome, because we're going to have to play against a style that's a little bit different, but in some ways, not necessarily as different as some of the teams we have to play around here on a regular basis once we get to that part of our season. So, Coach does a great job, and he goes out of his way in the D.C. community to try to help kids, not just kids at IDEA, but kids throughout their entire community. And that's, why we get along pretty well. And when the game starts, we won't be best buds, but as soon as it's over, I have a ton of respect for him and what he tries to do to help kids in that community.
All right, what'll be that last second message to your team before they head out there for your opening tip?
Got to believe in yourselves, and you got to trust your teammates and trust each other. And in a game like this, you have to communicate. We talk about it all the time. You got to communicate loud and early. It's ironic that you say that. Like, so there's lots of people at games. Oh my gosh, well, Coach Church is so loud. I can promise you, if our kids would talk that loud, I'd talk a lot less. They need to talk louder. We talk about a gym voice all the time, and so I'm not, I'm not yelling at our kids, man. But communication is a key in all athletics, but certainly in a game where the ball, like until there's a whistle, play continues. You've got to communicate continuously, and we're trying to improve on that as well.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time and good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas.
That was Kelly Church of the Hedgesville Eagles. Let's step aside, take another 2-minute break, and on the other side of that break, we will have the starting lineups ready for you for Hedgesville and IDEA. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 2 minutes.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
You feel that in the air? The precision passes of expletives thrown from a jersey-clad warrior to his TV, his dog, or anyone that'll listen. It's time for tailgating and showing off those parking lot picnics. Just remember, when you come out of the fourth quarter to 5 new dents, remember Cody's Auto Body is your MVP. I can erase those dents, just not the memory of your team's awful record. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body. That's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
We welcome you back here to Hedgesville High School for the Hedgesville Hardwood Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 as pregame warm-ups have concluded, which means the carpet is being rolled out, and it will be time in just a few moments to introduce both the Hedgesville Eagles and the IDEA Timberwolves. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me on the call, Dylan Bishop, Talia Tompkins. Our camera person back at the studio is Nick Verzolini. It is Idea, the away team in this one, wearing the gold uniforms. Hedgesville in the home white, as we get our starting lineups brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg, or online at Orsinis.com. Starting off with Idea, we have number 0, Chris Hinton, number 1, Deshaun Robinson, number 4, Caden Lewis. Tonight wearing number 5, it looks like, is Sidney Coyote. And rounding out the lineup for Idea is number 10, Sean Baltimore. As student section starts its clapping, the lights go out, and we will wait to see if Hedgesville's starting 5 is the same starting 5 as it has been the previous 2 games. And if we had to assume, probably will be the way the rest of the team comes out. So it will be starting for Hedgesville, number 3, Xavier Kirk, number 4, Landon Pence, number 15, Ethan Elliott, number 21, Noah Brown, and number 23, T.D. Bondkins. So we step aside now and take another 2-minute break. Just make it a 2-minute break, and when we return, it'll be game time on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Back here at the Gilbert B. Miller Center for Idea and Hedgesville, as opening tip-off is brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. fast, fresh, friendly rocks. Again, it's Idea in the gold, Hedgesville in the home white. Starting for Idea, Hinton, Robinson, Lewis, Baltimore, and Coyote. For Hedgesville, Kirk, Pence, Elliott, Brown, and Bodkins. It will be Bodkins doing the jump ball against Coyote. And Bodkins had the tip, but it's won by Idea and gathered for a quick layup on the right side. And good by Hinton to start off with a 2-0 Idea lead.
It's a quick basket from them. They were quick. A lot of athleticism from them.
Brown back to Elliott, over for Pence, swinging it to Kirk, down low to Bodkins, turnaround jumper for two, no good. In the right corner, rebounded by Idea.
Like they're a 2-3 zone from them, the Timberwolves.
Baltimore swinging it across for Robinson, who goes over to the right corner now with its Coyote. Coyote guarded by Bodkins, trying to pass it out to the wing for Baltimore. However, it's deflected out of bounds by Pence. Ball inbounded, and we're going to get a backcourt violation as Robinson tried to make it look like as if he didn't have his feet in the front court and was in the air while maintaining and possessing the ball, but it's not. Brown to Kirk, over to his left. He dribbles once, picks up his dribble, goes down low for Bodkins. Bodkins pump fakes, goes up, gets fouled as his shot misses, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two as that foul called against Idea. Sadie Coyote.
That's going to be a big matchup inside as Bodkins makes the first free throw. Coyote listed at 6'7", 135, which I can only assume comes with a at least 6'9" wingspan. Bodkins makes the second versus Bodkins, who's listed at 6'6", 225.
Tied at 2 a minute into the game. One arm pass from Robinson over to his right. Caught by Hinton. Hinton goes for Lewis, back to Hinton. Now with the ball trying to drive in and kicking it out was Baltimore. Baltimore goes for Robinson, who swings to the left now for Lewis, and his pass deflected but gathered by Robinson, who resets the offense. Idea gives the ball to Robinson, passes it low at the feet of Coyote, but he's able to gather it, and now backs out, and Idea once again will reset. Baltimore passing to Robinson, right wing three off the side of the rim, no good, rebounded by Kirk of Hedgesville. Kirk goes to Noah Brown, who runs the point, passing it over for the right wing to Kirk, back to Brown at the top of the key, dribbles it now to that right wing, and they're passing it now for Pence, who swings it to Kirk on the left side, long pass across for Elliott, who goes down to Pence in the paint, who finds Bodkins driving the baseline, and he gets called with a travel.
Yep, on the gather. Tough call.
Slowly bringing it down the court now is Lewis for Idea as he picks up his dribble as soon as he crosses midcourt, goes to Robinson. Robinson for Coyote. Passes it to Baltimore. Baltimore has it stripped by Pence, who goes to Brown. Brown dribbles down the court in transition. Right side layup is good. Hedgesville now leads at 4-2.
The transition game of Noah Brown is absolutely deadly.
He's the leading scorer, averaging 16.5 points per game in the 2 games so far. Robinson with the ball now, passing to Baltimore. Baltimore tries to drive in, gets stopped at the right elbow, and therefore has to give it up to Lewis. Lewis to Hinton. Goes to Baltimore. Passes it for Robinson, who will hand it to Coyote at the top of the key. Coyote against Bodkins, drives to right side, goes up for a shot. Had the ball stripped by Brown, but there's a foul called behind with 5:01 left in the first.
They're calling that one on Bodkins.
That's Bodkins' first, team first, on the floor.
I was going to say, if it's on Brown, there was no contact there. He got all ball. But
ball inbounded to Coyote, who passes it to Hinton. Hinton at midcourt. Dribbles to the left side, kicking it out to the corner for Lewis, who puts up a three. It's no good, but he gets fouled on the shot by Xavier Kirk. That's Kirk's first, team's second. It's 4-2 Hedgesville with 4:49 here in the first quarter. We now will have 3 free throws for Lewis of Idea.
Caden Lewis had himself a pretty big game yesterday in that win for the Timberwolves.
Lewis's first free throw. No good off the back of the rim. So at most, he's only able to tie the game at the charity stripe. Lewis takes a few dribbles before the second free throw shot, which is up. And he's able to sink this one to make it 4-3. With it being a 3-point shot, he'll get one more. Takes 3 dribbles, shoots, and he misses it on the back of the rim. So it stays 4-3 as it's rebounded by Hedgesville. Brown breaks midcourt, passing to Kirk, who goes right back to Brown, who thinks about a 3, instead goes back to Kirk, who pulls up for 3 from the left wing. It's too hard and rebounded by Lewis.
I don't think Coach Church likes his guys taking a shot like that early in the possession.
Robinson to Hinton. Hinton passing it to his right. It's caught by Lewis, who goes over for Coyote, who goes to the wing for Hinton. It's now at the top of the key as it was passed to Baltimore. Baltimore fights through Pence, goes up on the right side with a layup, but it's too strong and rebounded by Bodkins. Halfway through the first quarter, it is Hedgesville 4, Idea 3. Bodkins with the ball in the right corner, going to the wing now for Brown, who gives it to Kirk. Kirk down low for Bodkins, who hits it off the glass and in. 6-3 now, Hedgesville leads with 3:45 left in the first quarter.
That's just good ball movement to open things up for Bodkins in the middle.
Robinson trying to call for a screen as he passes it now for Lewis. Lewis wanting a pick from Coyote, instead goes the other way. Euro step, a floater from the right elbow is good, making it 6-5.
That's a nice shot from Lewis.
Lewis now with 3 points so far. Elliott at the wing. Goes to Pence. Pence pump fakes, tries to pass it down low for Bodkins, but it's deflected and stolen by Idea. Coyote transition 3 from the left wing, airballed, but it's last touched by Pence before it goes out of bounds. No, they say overruled. It was touched by Baltimore.
I think Baltimore might have been out of bounds when he touched the ball. That'd be my guess.
First quarter brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online at FordHagerstown.com, as well as Cody's Auto Body. Give them a call at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Brown passing it to the left for Kirk, who dribbles now to the top of the key, picks up his dribble, swings it to the right wing for Elliott, who goes down low to Pence. Pence to Bodkins. Great spin around shot, no good, gets his own rebound. Second attempt, also no good, but he's hacked on the way up.
Bodkins has some really good body control in the paint with those post moves. That spin was nice. He just didn't quite have the touch on the first attempt up.
Bodkins at the free throw line once again. First one up and good. Giving him now 5 points, making it a 7-5 Hedgesville lead. Second free throw is good as well. So he's so far 4 for 4 from the free throw line. It's a 3-point lead now for Hedgesville against Idea at 8-5 with 2:35 left in the first quarter. Hinton passes for King now in the game, who goes to Baltimore, who was about to pull up from NBA range but decided not to against Pence. Instead, he dribbles away and then passes it to Robinson, who goes over for Hinton at the left wing. Hinton against Brown, tries to drive in, stops, pulls up, shot around the rim and in, making it 8-7. Brown
going back and forth.
Pence out to the wing, and they swing it around now. Elliott goes to Bodkins, down low for Pence, who gets double teamed, so he just overhead passes it to Elliott, who goes to Kirk at the right wing. Continue to swing it around the arc now before kicking it down low for Bodkins. His jumper good once again. Bodkins, 8 of the 10 points so far here in the first quarter for Hedgesville. Back up by 3 are the Eagles. Hinton, long three to tie. It's good. He has 7 of the 10 points.
Yeah, he was their leading scorer in their first game of the year, 17 points. It was a little quieter yesterday.
Kirk in the paint, tries to go to Bodkins. It's right into the hands, though, of King for Idea. He dribbles it down the court, now looks behind him, goes for, I believe that was Hinton once again, who pulled up from the top of the key, shot no good, rebounded by Hedgesville. Elliott, overhead back to Brown at the top of the key, chest passes it back to Elliott, who goes down low for Bodkins. Bodkins, double team, pump fakes in the paint, goes up, around the rim, no good, deflects it around, and deflects it out of bounds before he can gather it in, so that stops the clock with 1:01 left in the first, still tied at 10 apiece.
Bodkins is just too big compared to everyone on this Timberwolves team except for Coyote, who was on the bench, but they just brought him back in. I think they're going to have to match minutes with those two.
Hinton passing to King at the left wing. He goes over now into the corner for Lewis. Pops it out up top for Baltimore. 40 seconds left now in this first quarter. Baltimore bounce passing it to King. King pump fakes, draws the defender out, kicks it to Baltimore. Top of the key three, misses everything and goes out. With 31 seconds left, Hedgesville will get the ball back here in the first quarter.
That was a bad miss there. Baltimore is a capable shooter. He hit 4 3-pointers yesterday against Jefferson.
Noah Brown, Elliott back to Brown, who's standing right at the edge of the H at midcourt. Clock rolling. It's at 15 seconds now as Hedgesville getting the play call from Coach Church, waiting to hold it for the last shot. It goes to Kirk in the corner for Elliott, back out to the wing for Brown on the right side. 5 seconds left. Bodkins to Kirk. 3 seconds left. Does Kirk realize it? He passes to Elliott. Shot up before the buzzer from the left corner. It just hits that rim and can't get it to fall. So we stay tied at 10-all after one between Hedgesville and Idea. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with the second quarter. This is the Hedgesville Hardwood Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Are you tired of all of the Black Friday commercials? So are we. At CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg, we have Orange Saturday with juicy deals all month long. Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for only $229 a month for 39 months, or buy and get 3.99% financing. Or check out a new 2025 Camry and get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Visit us online at cmastoyotaofmartinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back here. Believe we should be now on Talk Radio WRNR, still on Comcast TV 10 and, of course, WRNR TV on YouTube, as we've been having on the radio side of things. The Army-Navy game as Navy gets a 31-13 win. We're here in the second quarter. Last game of the Hedgesville Hardwood Classic. It's 10-10 between Hedgesville and Idea. Hedgesville begins with possession. Start off the second quarter with a Elliott 3 from the left wing. It's deflected out of bounds as the shot no good. And it was deflected by Kirk trying to gather that rebound, so it's Idea ball.
The hops of Xavier Kirk are ridiculous. Makes his rebounding really impressive.
King over now for, I believe that might be Hammett wearing 35 tonight.
I think you're right.
So it was Coyote who wore 35 yesterday. He's wearing his traditional number 5, and Hammett was originally 6 but was not allowed to do so. So he's wearing 35. Lewis in the left corner wanted to drive in, lost his dribble, and it's now stolen by Pence, and Lewis from behind tries to get the ball back from Pence and whacks him. First team foul of the quarter and first foul against Lewis.
The Hedgesville's defense, it shows up pretty much every game. It's very rare to be able to have an offensive explosion against them unless you can really shoot the ball from three.
Brown in the right corner goes down low to the post for Bodkins, who's fighting, and is able to win that battle as he turns around and banks it in. He's now in double figures.
Bodkins is going to be able to dominate a good bit of Hedgesville's games if they face teams that play them like this.
Kirk deflects the pass and almost went the other way with it. However, running down the court alongside him was Baltimore, I believe. Unless that might be... No, it was Baltimore. And he tips it away from Kirk as it goes out of bounds. It's Hedgesville with a baseline inbounds now.
Yeah, Coyote down low is going to have to really use his length to bother Bodkins, because Bodkins has the strength advantage, only an inch shorter. So he takes this shot and banks it in.
Gets it on the catch and shoot. He now has a dozen points. It's a 14-10 lead for Hedgesville with 6:25 left in the second quarter. They lead Idea.
So Bodkins is listed as having 90 pounds in the Coyote, so this is going to be a tough day for him.
Hinton trying to go up against Brown, and he throws it to the left corner thinking Coyote was still there. However, he was driving into the paint, so it's just thrown away into the Hedgesville bench. And that's that defense of the Eagles once again causing some mass confusion. And it's going to result in a 30-second timeout taken by Idea, and we'll take a 30-second break with them. This is high school basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer.
Back. We're in quarter number 2 between Hedgesville and Idea. It's Hedgesville with a 14-10 lead here in the Hardwood Classic. And so far for Hedgesville, it's been the T.D. Bodkins show. In the first 2 games, he's averaged 16 points, scoring 16 points actually in each of them to average it out. So far here in the first half, he already has 12 points. So we have a pause here out of the timeout. It looks like something must have spilled over near the Idea bench, and it's being mopped up now as we speak by Lewis.
They just let him handle it. He's got
to clean up after yourself, maybe. I don't know if he's the guilty party, but it was right in front of him, so kind of added up the clues that leads you to that conclusion, maybe.
Right. I'm really impressed by Bodkins. See, obviously he's got some good size. He's a little shorter than say your traditional big man on like maybe a higher level. So maybe only being 6'6" could limit your potential for college opportunities, but. He's got connections at Shepherd. I think that Justin Namalik could use a guy like him next year.
We'll see. It's Kirk with it after Brown brings it down the floor. We resume action here in the second quarter. It's Bowers to Brown, down low for Bodkins, back to Bowers, who's driving in, and his left side layup is good, making it a 16-10 lead now for Hedgesville. Idea basketball. Hinton, the king at the top of the key. Dribbles with his left hand a couple times and then passes it over for Brown. Brown lobs it for Baltimore. Baltimore drives in, goes up for a layup just over Bodkins, but it's too high off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Noah Brown to Hedgesville, who quickly wants to go down in transition, but now slows it down, allows the team to come back with him. Pence over for Bowers to Brown in the right corner. Kicks it out to the top of the key for Pence. Back to Brown. Brown. Kirk swings it to the left side for Bowers. Goes back to Kirk at the top of the key, goes to the right side to Brown, who sees Kirk at the right elbow, and he catches it, turns, puts up a jump shot, and it's good. That is Kirk's first 2 points. It's now an 18-10 lead for Hedgesville.
Hedgesville just feels a lot better equipped and more prepared to face this 2-3 zone than Jefferson did yesterday.
Bodkins guards Coyote at the right wing. Coyote now hands it over for Brown, who passes it for Hinton. Hinton, King. Now for Baltimore. Baltimore at the left wing has to give it up as he was guarded closely by Pence. King now with the basketball off the pass of Brown. Goes out to the right corner. 3 is good by Hinton, making it 18-13 and stopping the bleeding just for a little bit.
I think that Idea is going to have to live and die by the 3 in this game. The Hedgesville defense is not going to let them get anything easy.
Brown with the basketball at midcourt, guarded by Baltimore. So he now dribbles to the left side. Goes for Pence, who has Bodkins at the top of the key. Pushes it to the right for Kirk. Back to Brown as they just continue to swing it around before Pence gets it. Wants to drive in and gets fouled, which stops the clock with 3:59 left in the second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons. Family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving our area since 1880, as well as Parsons Ford of Martinsburg at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, believe that they say that foul was against King, or is it Hinton?
Scoreboard currently says second foul against Hinton.
Okay. We get some pause here as Coach Church talking with the officials now. It will be an inbound for Hedgesville. Brown passes it to Bodkins. Bodkins passes it for Bowers, who finds driving in wide open TD Bodkins, and it's an easy bucket once again for him. He's now got 14 of the 20 points for Hedgesville, as it's a 20-13 lead.
More points than all of the Idea team combined.
And a ball thrown away. Robinson was wanting to go right back to King, and King wasn't looking. Backcourt turnover. 3:35 left, gets the ball back to Hedgesville.
Just a miscommunication. Hedgesville can fluster you.
Hedgesville now going to try to confuse Idea a little bit, as we got carousel of 4 people at midcourt, and they all break up as Kirk just sends it back anyway to Brown. But we'll keep an eye on if they do that later in the season, because that looked like there might be something fun there in the future.
Yeah, they can. I'm sure they have a couple things they can do off of that.
Kirk down low for Brown. Brown pump fakes, falls, loses the ball as it's stolen. Back the other way goes Idea. King kicking it out. Right wing 3 up and good by Brown, and we have an injury now.
Friendly fire. Noah Brown came flying in, tried to contest the shot, and ran right into Xavier Kirk at just about full speed. And we know that's a very fast speed when it comes to Noah Brown. Jeez.
Yeah, both players still feeling it after that one. 3:12 left in the second quarter. It's Hedgesville 20, Idea 16 right now. The main focus is mostly being put on Xavier Kirk, as Noah Brown, you can see, still maybe a bit of pain, maybe more frustration, as he's now going to walk over to Kirk and make sure he's good, as Kirk takes a seat on the bench. So you'll have Pence, Brown, Elliott, Bowers, and Bodkins on the floor for Hedgesville. Idea's going to go with a full court press. Ball inbounded to Brown. Goes to Bodkins, back to Brown. Now Idea backs off. And that allows Noah Brown to break the timeline.
Gotten out of the zone.
Bodkins tries to bounce pass to Pence at the top of the key. And he's going to be fouled, as reaching in for the third team foul of the quarter was Brown of Idea, his first.
I like the change from Idea. I think that Hedgesville just kind of had the zone figured out to an extent.
Go to man now, as it's Brown driving in against against Brown. And again, another foul against Brown of Idea. That is the team fourth. His second here in the past few seconds.
Well, it looks like they're getting a little too handsy and too aggressive, having flip the switch over to man defense.
Brown for Hedgesville inbounds it to Pence. And right back to Brown at the top of the key. Brown lost his dribble as he wanted to drive in, but is able to recover it as he backs off. Picks it up, passes to the left wing for Pence, who goes down low to Bodkins. Bodkins fighting against Coyote. Shot too hard, tipped around, rebounded by King. King in transition quickly goes back the other way. Layup on the right side. Good. However, it's a charge called, and that is the third foul here within the past few seconds for Brown, who thought it was going to be an and one. He was heading back to the free throw line, ready to go to try to make it a 1-point game. Instead, it's his third, and he takes a seat on the bench. Hammett checks in for him.
It's just been a struggle for the Timberwolves to find any ground, any consistency on offense.
Kirk to Pence. Pence quickly to Bodkins right in front of the scores table. He dribbles it across midcourt. Gets double teamed, so he picks up his dribble, goes to Elliott. Swings to Pence, who goes over to the top of the key for Brown. Back to Bodkins. Pulls up for three. No good off the back of the rim. It's going to be rebounded by Hammett of Idea. Still 20-16. Hedgesville leads Idea with almost 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. Right elbow goes to Baltimore. Finds Hammett. Kicks it out to the right corner for Coyote for three. It's no good. Rebounded by Pence, but his pass is stolen, and now we have a blocking foul is going up as Hammett in the paint for a layup. Shot no good, but he's going to go to the free throw line now. I believe that was Pence called with the foul after having his pass stolen. That's his first, team first.
He just wasn't, he tried to get the ball out of his hands too quickly after the rebound. He didn't quite make sure that, Brown had an open lane for him to pass it to.
Shot up and good by Hammett, making it 20-17. Now we wait for a second one. Second free throw shot up. That is good as well. 20-18 now. Hedgesville with the 2-point lead. Kirk finds Brown going down the court. Gives it back to Kirk, standing right at the edge of the H at midcourt. Goes to Brown, who dribbles back right into the spot that Kirk was just at. Brown passing it for Elliott, who almost lost it. He's going to Kirk, who drives to left baseline, kicks it out to Brown. Goes over for Pence. Pence back to Brown, and he'll reset the offense with 1:25 left in the second quarter. Brown calls out the play. Sends Elliott over for a screen as he dribbles to the left. Still dribbling is Brown. Goes back right to that H.
They're not running the play correctly, I don't think.
Goes to Kirk.
Or at least they weren't.
Kirk to Elliott, and quickly swings it to the right wing for Pence, who goes down low for Bodkins, who's immediately double-teamed. Tries to go up for a shot, and they're going to call a foul. Sends Bodkins back to the free throw line.
Bodkins is just one of those guys that just, if he's your matchup that day, you give yourself a big sigh, and you're hating your life during these 32 minutes.
Let's go Coyote second.
It's size, athleticism, and skill. It's hard to find a consistent way to play good and successful defense against him.
Bodkins makes the first free throw, making it 21-18. Second free throw in the air is good as well. He is now at 16 points. It's 22-18. Hedgesville leads Ideal with under a minute left in the second quarter. King with the ball for Idea at the top of the key. Dribbling it back. Kicking it out to Hammett in the left corner. His pass goes off the back of Elliott, and he's able to catch it right back and go back to the dribble. He passes to King, who goes to Baltimore. NBA range three. Off the side of the glass, no good. Rebounded by Hedgesville. 25 seconds left as breaking midcourt now is Noah Brown. He passes to Pence at the right wing. Goes to Bodkins at the top of the key, who sees Kirk driving in on the left side as nobody was covering the paint. And that is good on the left side for a layup by Kirk. making it 24-18. 8 seconds left. Baltimore gets a pick, goes to the top of the key. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. He needs to put up a shot. He does so, and it's not even close. 24-18 is the score. Hedgesville leads Idea as we head in for halftime. Step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then we'll return with our halftime show. This is the Hedgesville Hardwood Classic on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Are you tired of all of the Black Friday commercials? So are we. At CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg, we have Orange Saturday with juicy deals all month long. Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for only $229 a month for 39 months, or buy and get 3.99% financing. Or check out a new 2025 Camry and get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Visit us online at cmastoyotaofmartinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back here at Hedgesville High School and welcome you into our halftime show, which is brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com for more. At the half, it is Hedgesville leading Idea by a score of 24-18. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me on the call, Dylan Bishop. Talia Tompkins is running our camera, and back to the studio is Nick Verzolini. Dylan, another great defensive first half for the Eagles to give them a comfortable 6-point lead right now.
Yeah, it feels weird to say a 6-point lead is somewhat comfortable. But with the pace that this game is at, it does kind of feel that way with the defenses on both sides. Hedgesville has a hard time, or I shouldn't say they've had a hard time so far getting any offense out of anybody other than T.D. Bodkins. He's just dominating this game for them. Everyone else on Hedgesville, it's kind of been a case of, it's been hard to find a way for them to score. Xavier Kirk got himself a cut into the lane at one point, right there towards the end of the half. And I think Noah Brown especially has been kind of limited by the fact that the 2-3 zone, I think, can limit him. Just generally speaking, he can get a lot of points out in transition, but they weren't able to do a lot of that in the first half. But I think overall they should feel good. Obviously, they have the lead. I think that this game still favors them. I think Idea is kind of reliant on the three-point shot, and Hedgesville does not give up a lot of easy looks from behind the arc. They haven't really been able to get anything going consistently inside the Timberwolves have. So we'll see how the second half continues, but at this pace, I think Hedgesville should feel good about that half, and I think that unless Idea has something up their sleeve, I think they should feel good about the second half too.
Let's now get our first half stats brought to you by Flora Pools. Make every day better with either a hot tub or a swimming pool from Flora Pools. They have locations right here in Martinsburg as well as Chambersburg and Hagerstown, which includes a brand new pop-up shop location inside the Valley Mall. We'll start off with Idea, leading scorer being Chris Hinton with 10 points, followed by Kai Brown and Caden Lewis with 3 points each, and rounding it out for Idea is Tobias Hammett with 2 points. For Hedgesville, leading scorer is T.D. Bodkins, already at his average of points per game with 16, followed by Xavier Kirk with 4, and after that, 2 each for Noah Brown and Micah Bowers. About 4.5 minutes left on the clock here at halftime. It's Hedgesville 24, Idea 18. We know, obviously, the big talk of the area, not this Hedgesville Hardwood Classic. It's the 4A State Football Championship against Martinsburg and Spring Mills. Obviously, we don't have coverage of that game. It's getting ready to kick off here momentarily. Throughout the second half, we will do our best to keep you updated if there are any scores throughout.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll tell you what's going on, and you can watch the basketball and hear updates along the way.
Step aside, make it a 3-minute break, please. Back at the studio, Nick, and when we return, we'll have the second half. This is West Virginia High School Basketball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 3 minutes.
Action comes great possibilities, and at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500, and right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program, so wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs. Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Welcome back to the Gilbert B. Miller Center for the Hedgesville Hardwood Classic. It is the final game of day number 2. Hedgesville at the half leads Idea 24-18. So we get set to begin quarter number 3. Both teams have finished their shoot-arounds, are huddled up at their respected benches, and we'll head back out on the court here momentarily. Final thoughts or comments before we begin quarter number 3, Dylan?
I think this should just be a good half. I think entertaining game. Idea, if they get hot from three-point range, it could make this really interesting. I think if they can't, then I think Hedgesville has the capability of extending this lead out. But we'll see how it goes. They really only got a lot of production out of Bodkins. 24 points and 16 of them are from him.
Appears Hedgesville went back out with its original starting 5. For Idea, they have King out there alongside Lewis, Baltimore, Quixote, and Hinton. Ball swung around. Now it's Baltimore wanting to drive in, but it's stolen by Noah Brown. Back the other way all alone. Left side layup is good for Noah Brown to begin this third quarter, making it a 26-18 Hedgesville lead.
Yeah, we didn't see a whole lot of that from Hedgesville, being able to get those turnovers, get out in transition for fast break points.
Lewis drives the paint, puts up an unbalanced layup, and it's no good. Rebounded by Bodkins. Brown slowly brings it down the court now for Hedgesville. Brown picks up his dribble, goes to Kirk, goes back to Brown, who swings it to Elliott, who finds Pence. Pence tries to go down low, but it goes through the legs of Bodkins. He's still able to get it, go into the paint, and goes up strong, and it's good by Bodkins. He now has 18 points. It's a 10-point lead for Hedgesville.
They're going to have to start doubling him. It goes against playing his own defense to double somebody, but I don't know what else you do.
Baltimore with the basketball for Idea. Passing it to Quixote. Quixote tries to give a little nudge to Bodkins, but didn't get much as he goes to Lewis, who gives it to Baltimore. Baltimore bounce passes it over for Hinton, and we get a travel violation called by Hinton as he picked up his dribble and took a hop. 6:28 left in the third quarter. Hedgesville 28, Idea 18.
There's a somewhat infamous picture of Carl Anthony Towns looking like he has a hard time backing down DeMarcus Cousins, who looks like absolutely unscathed by the back down attempt. That's what that reminded me of.
Kirk to Bodkins, passing it to Brown, who goes to Pence near the top of the key. Pence tries to go back to Brown, but pass deflected by Robinson as it goes out of bounds.
Hedgesville in the half court. It's been tough for them to get anything other than working through Bodkins. See if the second half shows anything different.
Kirk inbounds it to Brown, back to Kirk. Kirk fakes a pass to Bodkins, swings it now to Brown, goes to Elliott. Kind of running a high-low offense with Pence and Bodkins just running back and forth between the baseline and the elbow, and the other three swinging it around the arc. They now switch it with Pence and Kirk, who goes to the right corner, catches the pass, pulls up for three. No good. Offensive rebound by Bodkins, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. As for a second I thought it might be against Bodkins, who kind of gave a nice little elbow swing and made contact with the face of Robinson. But I think, unfortunately for Robinson, he's going to get called with a reach-in foul. His first team first of the quarter for Idea. Pass inbounded from Brown. Bodkins, who's wide open. And he says, thank you very much. Give me 20 points now. Make it 30-18. Quixote goes for Hinton. Hinton at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Quixote. Now pulls up from the right elbow for two. Shot no good, but an offensive rebound by Lewis. Lewis for Baltimore. Back out to Hinton. It's Robinson now with the basketball. Passes to Baltimore, then gets a screen. Does Baltimore from Robinson. Drives in against Pence. Layup is good, and the foul. Ooh. That is Baltimore's first 2 points, making it 30-20. Sean Baltimore will now go to the free throw line, as that is Pence's second foul.
He was their leading scorer yesterday. By the way, it looks like Martinsburg got to nearly midfield on the opening kickoff of football state championship game.
Baltimore's free throw is good. Makes a 9-point lead at 30-21 with 5:07 left in the third for Hedgesville against Idea. Ball inbounded, and now Pence loses it. I think he might have been fouled. 5:05 left here in the third. He was. That's the second team foul of the quarter. And that is against King, his first, team second. Pass on the inbound deflected now. 2 seconds, one off the clock there as the pass now inbounded to Pence. Goes to Kirk in the backcourt. Kirk trying to dribble it down to midcourt, and he does so as he breaks midcourt now. Picks up his dribble, passes to Brown, who goes over for Elliott. The left wing finds Bodkins at the top of the key. Bodkins goes to Kirk, who drives in, spins around, goes up for a shot, but his arm's held down by Quixote. Can't get the shot off, but I still believe they'll call it a shooting foul.
Yeah.
Sends Kirk to the line.
As it should be.
And that is Quixote's third. Team third of the quarter. Free throw's good.
This is a good idea for Hedgesville to try to draw some more fouls. Especially if you're anybody other than Bodkins. If the Timberwolves are giving you a hard time getting actual baskets, get a foul.
Second free throw good as well for Kirk, making it 32-21. Hedgesville leads Idea. 4:35 left in the third. King, Robinson, passes over to the left for Hinton. Goes to Baltimore, drives in against Pence, but kicks it out now behind him for Hammett, right wing. Finds Hinton at the top of the key, who passes to Baltimore. Baltimore flies to the left side, drives a pass, caught in the left corner, three-pointer by Hinton, no good, rebounded by Hedgesville's Brown, and he's going to get fouled. It's the fourth team foul now of the quarter for Idea.
Yeah, this is not doing them any favors. Hedgesville will be in the bonus with the next foul.
Robinson called with that foul, his second. Pence finds Bodkins wide open, transition, goes up with the one hand and slams it down. T.D. Bodkins with 22 points now.
This is the most I've seen a player in the EPAC dominate a game in some time.
34-21 as a 2-point shot airballed, and Pence gets the rebound and gets fouled underneath the basket by Baltimore. Excuse me, they're actually going to call Pence with a foul. So that is his third with 3:50 left in the third. Bowers is going to check in for Pence. And Idea will have an inbound under the basket. It's inbounded to Quixote. Goes to Brown. Brown to Hammett. Hammett drives the right side. Wants to kick it out.
Yep.
Couldn't do so, and it gets called with a travel. 3:41 left in the third. As Brown brings it down the court for Hedgesville. Brown. Bowers inside to Elliott. Jumper too hard off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Idea. Quixote passing it now for Brown. Brown gives to Hammett, back to Quixote at the left wing. Swings it. Drives in. Shot rejected for Hammett. Everybody goes down at the baseline as they say it's out of bounds. Last touched by Idea. Third quarter brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call them at 304-263-3361, as well as CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. Under 3 minutes left in the third. Kirk goes to Elliott in the paint, kicks it out to Bowers for three, and it's good. 37-21 now. Hedgesville up by 16 here against Idea.
I think Hedgesville's been able to find some openings in that zone now. They can start to open up. Some will get tired.
King stuck in the right corner, and he's going to get the draw foul by Elliott. Just kind of give him a little bit of a forearm. That is his first, team third of the quarter.
Well, Colin, we have an update on the first possession of the football state championship game. Coy Fagan tried to run at a 10-yard touchdown and had the ball knocked out of his hand at the 1-yard line, and Spring Mills recovered it for a touchback.
Now we get a foul as driving in was Idea. It was Hinton being knocked down. It's that foul against Brown of Hedgesville, his first, team fourth of the quarter. So both teams now at 4 fouls this quarter. Ball inbounded to Hinton. Goes to Baltimore. Baltimore pump fakes. Drives to the left side. Now layup is good. And the foul. Count the basket. Making it 37-23. It's Baltimore with another and one opportunity now for the Timberwolves. That foul against Bowers.
I think as these teams get tired, you're going to see things open up a little bit for both sides. It's a little easier to get to your offensive spots as the game goes on. That defense is a step slower when guys get a little bit tired.
Free throw good by Baltimore to make it 37-24. Brown to Kirk as they break midcourt. Hedgesville now will slow things down with 2 minutes left in the third, up by 13. Noah Brown starts his dribble as he calls out the play. Gets a screen from Bowers. Arrives to the left corner, goes out to the baseline, kicks it to Elliott, who goes to Kirk. Kirk through for a layup on the right side and is fouled with 1:50 left in the third quarter to send Xavier Kirk to the free throw line. I think that foul might be against Keough, and it is, which means that's his 4th foul.
If he goes out, which I think you have to pull him out now, with Bodkins in the game, that's an opportunity for him to just absolutely dominate.
Which he already has, with
right?
22
Even more
points.
so. Even more so. The Keough's really the only guy with that size to do anything to stop Bodkins. Really, at that point, like I kind of said earlier, all you can really do is double him and try to get the ball out of his hands in a way that doesn't open it up for an easy layup somewhere.
Free throw up and good for Kirk. He's now got 7 points, making it 38-24 Hedgesville. Here against Idea Academy in the Hedgesville Hardwood Classic. Second free throw is good as well. All 4 points for Kirk here in the second half from the charity stripe, making it a 39-24 lead.
And look at Hedgesville. Keough goes to the bench with 4 fouls, and they leave Bodkins in and they bring in Levi Fairclough for the first time. They're going even bigger as Idea has to go small.
Baltimore. King with an awkward pass. It's, however, caught by Hammett. Wanted to drive the baseline, instead pulled up for 2. Shot no good. Deflected out of bounds. Hedgesville ball with 1:29 left in the third. Kirk inbounds. Bodkins to Brown. Brown quickly goes 3v2. Goes to Fairclough, back to Brown, and now they slow things down to allow the rest of the team to come down the court. It's Bowers with the basketball now for Hedgesville, guarded closely by Robinson. Passes to Bodkins. Bodkins at the right wing, thought about a 3, and now will dribble out of trouble and hand it to Kirk. Kirk resets the offense. 1:05 left in the third quarter. They go to Fairclough. Fairclough wanting to go down low, instead has to go to the top of the key for Bodkins. Bodkins to Kirk, the left wing. Go to Brown. Goes to Bowers at the right wing. Passes to the top of the key for Kirk. 45 seconds left. Kirk tries to force a pass down low to Bodkins. It goes off Bodkins' hands and out of bounds, stopping the clock with 46.4 seconds left. Turnover, Idea basketball. Baltimore pushing the pace now as he hurries it up down the court. and then passes to King. King goes for Hammett. Hammett back to King at the right wing. He now drives in, kicks it out to Baltimore. Left wing three around the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bodkins. 25 seconds left in the third. Brown will walk it down the court now. Calls out the play. Passes it across midcourt to Kirk. 15 seconds left in the third. Kirk in midcourt dribbling, picking it up, going to Bowers. Under 10 seconds left now. It's Brown. Brown drives in, and he's going to be fouled by King, which stops the clock with 7.1 seconds left in the third quarter. That is King's second team foul, already over the 5-foul limit for Idea, which means Brown goes to the free throw line for the bonus. Noah Brown so far with only 4 points tonight. Make it 5 as he's able to make the first free throw.
Yeah, he hasn't really been able to find any openings in the half court. He hasn't really tried too often, though. That being, he's a point guard, and he distributes the ball more often than not when they are in the half court.
Second free throw also bangs around the rim before dropping in, making it 41-24. Hedgesville leads Idea. Ball going to get rolled in. King waits, picks it up now. 5 seconds left. They pass it across midcourt. Three-pointer Hinton before the buzzer. It's good. 41-27 as the horn sounds. That is Hinton's first three-pointer of the third. He now has 3 total to make it 41-27 at the end of 3. Hedgesville up by 14. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 1 minute.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We've entered quarter number 4 of the Hedgesville Hardwood Classic matchup between Hedgesville and Idea. After 3, it's Hedgesville 41, Idea 27. Hedgesville will begin with possession as the ball inbounded to Noah Brown in the backcourt. Dribbles it across midcourt now, spins, still dribbling, over to the left wing. Guarded by Sean Baltimore. It's Brown now dribbles to midcourt, picks it up. Passes the right wing. It's caught by Bowers. Bowers drives into the paint, spins around, gets triple teamed, and still able to go up with the right hand and make the shot. Make it 43-27. Bowers now with a quiet 7 points here tonight.
Yeah, things have really opened up for Hedgesville's offense without Kyoto in the game.
Right corner 3, too strong, no good by Sean Baltimore. As the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by, I believe they say, Bowers of Hedgesville. This Idea will get a baseline inbound pass.
Couldn't quite save it.
Robinson trying to find somebody, able to get it to Hinton. Goes to Lewis, goes to Baltimore. Baltimore dribbles to the top of the key. The elbow down into the post, pump fakes, goes up for the shot. It's no good, rebounded by Faircloth, and now quick transition as Bodkins wide open, gets the pass from Brown, wanted the dunk, instead settles for the layup, and it's good by T.D. Bodkins. 24 points now for him. It's 45-27. Hedgesville on top of Idea. Hinton tries to pass it to Baltimore, but it goes too far out in front and out of bounds. 6:43 left in the fourth. A turnover again for the Timberwolves. Gives the ball back to the Eagles. Brown Bring it down the court now for Hedgesville. Passes it to Kirk. Kirk passes to Bodkins at the top of the key. TD Bodkins back to Kirk at the right wing. Goes down low. It's Bodkins. Hands it to Kirk. Wide open in the paint. Left side layup is good. I like that little play there as Kirk now in double figures.
Nice little give and go.
Hammett wanted to drive in against Faircloth, but got stopped by the lineman. Kicks it out to Baltimore. Or, excuse me, that is Hinton with the long three. I saw the O. Wow. And that is good. Should have known it was Hinton. He's the only one other than Brown in the first half with 3 so far tonight for Idea.
He's had some really impressive shot making.
Past 4 shots he's made have all been from three-point land. Brown with the basketball now for Hedgesville. It's 47-30, and we get an offensive foul, I think, called.
That's what it looked like. I didn't see it from here.
Yeah, they're going to call him with the push or the hook maybe. I don't know. I didn't see it either.
Yeah, it is one of those things where I wouldn't have been able to see it from here. But
that's his second, team first of the quarter for Hedgesville. 3-point shot, no good by Hammett. Offensive rebound, put back, no good as well as it's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Hedgesville. 5:28 left in the fourth. Hedgesville up by 17. Idea with the inbound. It's inbounded to Baltimore, left wing 3. No good. Rebounded by Bowers of Hedgesville. Who immediately gives it to Brown, who will dribble it down the court now on the jog. Brown met at midcourt by Lewis. Dribbles away from Lewis and is now met by Hammett. So I'll pass it to Bowers. Bowers immediately goes to Bodkins, who goes to Kirk. Kirk gets double-teamed. Still drives into the paint, finds Bodkins wide open at the left block, and he puts it up and in. 26 points now for TD Bodkins, making it 49-30.
I know he's missed, but it doesn't feel like he's missed. It's been a great game for him.
T.O., top of the key, 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bowers. Hedgesville ball. It's Brown in the backcourt. Calling out the play. Still needs to get it across before the backcourt violation does so. Goes to Bodkins for 3. No good. Rebounded by Idea, but Kirk steals it. Goes up and then is fouled after he made the basket. So a dozen points now for Xavier Kirk, making it 51-30. I think we get a timeout called. A full timeout taken by Idea. We'll take a 30-second break alongside them. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 30 seconds.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We welcome you back here. Gilbert B. Miller Center. Update for the 4A Football State Championship ongoing between Martinsburg and Spring Mills. Still scoreless between the two in the first quarter with 4 minutes left. Here it is Hedgesville leading Idea 51-30. Eagles on the verge of going to 3-0.
A nice punt from Spring Mills has it to where Martinsburg needs to go about 90 yards for a touchdown. Their second drive.
Idea with the basketball. It's Hinton inbound it. I guess there was no foul called after that. Made basket by Xavier Kirk.
Just a timeout, I guess.
Robinson with the ball for the Timberwolves. Passing to Brown at the top of the key. Begins his dribble. Goes to Lewis. To Keogh. Left corner. Passes top of the key for Hinton, who pulls up for 3. It goes around the rim and in. Hinton is on fire from 3. 19 points for the young man.
Yeah, it's going to be too little too late, but it's a really impressive half for him. They just weren't really able to find anything like that in the first half.
Makes it 51-33 as Bodkins at the top of the key. Pass to the left wing for Brown. Brown drives in. He's going to get a foul drawn as reaching in was Robinson, his third, team first of the quarter for Idea. Brown inbound the ball for Hedgesville. Just to the right of Coach Church. Pass to Pence, goes to Kirk. Kirk finds Pence wide open in the paint as he was flashing in, and that is Pence's first 2 points of the night, making it a 20-point lead at 53-33.
Great screen from Faircloth.
Brown for Idea. Passing it to Robinson. Robinson in between the legs with the dribble. Drives to right side. Gets triple teamed. Puts up a hard shot. It's no good, but he's fouled. So he falls hard onto the court. Gets helped up. We'll go to the free throw line with 3:13 left in the fourth. They called Bodkins with that foul. Wasn't sure if it was going to be him or Faircloth, as both of the big boys down low were blocking the paint.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure either.
Robinson, free throw up and good for his first point of the evening, making it 53-34. Everybody trying to find their man here after the second free throw goes up. Box out as Robinson gets the ball. Free throw up. Around the rim, no good. Rebounded by T.D. Bodkins. Bodkins to Brown in the backcourt. He's guarded by Robinson, trying to dribble it down. Beats him. Now goes in, finds Bodkins, who pump fakes, and is going to get caught with a travel violation. Looks like he maybe just lost the ball there while he was just trying to regather for the second shot up. Stutter stepped. It's Robinson with it now for Idea. Under 3 minutes left in regulation. Gets a screen, drives to right side against Pence, goes hard off the glass and in for Robinson. Making it 53-36. Hedgesville still in control with 2:40 left in the fourth. Kirk to Pence. Pence gives it to Brown. Brown thought about giving it to Faircloth. Instead, will pass it back to Pence. Goes to Kirk as everybody just continues to go in motion here. They allow that clock to tick down. It's Kirk dribbling it a few times and now goes to Pence. Goes to Brown. Brown standing right on that H at midcourt waiting for somebody to come out before he passes it to Bodkins. Goes to Kirk, who now goes and stands on that H. Fourth quarter brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Attorneys. Representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com as well as Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way or online at Orsinis.com as Hedgesville just continues to run that triangle offense, playing keep away with Idea.
Yep. They practice this a lot. They run it a lot.
They getting their steps in.
Yeah,
it's beautiful to witness.
It is.
Minute 30 left here in the fourth, just how crisp everybody is in motion. Being selfless with it as they should.
Ball movement and defense. Yeah. That's the Coach Church special.
Pence, Bodkins. Bodkins now drives in and gets an easy layup as Robinson had his back turned and didn't see him driving in. 28 points now for T.D. Bodkins. 55-36. Keogh pulls up for three from the left wing. Shot no good. Rebounded by Kirk. Under a minute left in the game. Noah Brown with a basketball. Lost his dribble. He's able to regain it. Now passes it to Pence across midcourt right in front of Hedgesville's bench. Goes to Faircloth, and we get a foul called away from the ball. 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we're nowhere near the bonus for either side. There's 5 fouls on Keogh, so he's done. Quiet game for him, but
yeah, no points.
A tough matchup.
5 fouls. Checking in for him will be Holland for the first time. Kirk. First looked like he was going to inbound. Instead, it'll be Noah Brown. Goes to Faircloth. Faircloth, guarded by Holland, goes to Brown. Brown dribbles it to the H at midcourt. Now passes to Kirk. Kirk now dribbles to the H at midcourt. Picks it up, goes to Faircloth. Faircloth catches it. Dribbles to the top of the key. Passes to Pence. Pence thinks about driving in. Instead, dribbles away, more towards midcourt. As again, Hedgesville just continues to drain this clock down and come away with this win. Pence. Faircloth, as there's 15 seconds left. Faircloth to Brown. 10 seconds left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whistle blows with 0.7 seconds left. And we get a full timeout called by Kelly Church of Hedgesville.
There's something he didn't like. He's talking to Noah Brown.
55-36. Hedgesville leads Ideas. Noah Brown now going to go talk with the official as the rest of the team meets at the bench. So, not sure what's going on here during this. It transpired that maybe we missed. Brown, the speaking captain, going to talk with the official per Coach Church's request, and Coach Church now giving his input from outside the huddle to Brown. As Brown comes back, talks with Church, and now Church is going to give an earful to the official.
Update on the football game. Spring Mills blocked a punt from Martinsburg. Martinsburg came out in that look with Brian Dick as punter, where they sometimes ran a fake punt off of it last game against Huntington. It got blocked by Prophet Guillaume. And then Spring Mills went deep on first down, and Keon Mills dropped it inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go for the final 0.7 seconds. It's just an inbound to the backcourt, caught by Noah Brown, and that's our ball game. Hedgesville 55, Idea 36, as the Eagles improve to 3-0 with the win and go 2-0 in its Hardwood Classic. Step aside so that we can total up our final points of the night. We take a 2-minute break, and then we'll wrap things up after that. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here to the Gilbert B. Miller Center inside Hedgesville High School is our ball game. Hedgesville 55, Idea 36 is the final score, and we welcome you into the post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard with a full lunch and dinner menu and daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. I'm Colin McLaughlin alongside me on the call. Dylan Bishop, Talia Tompkins has been running our camera, and back at the studio is Nick Verzolini as another great win for Hedgesville. Dylan, final thoughts here before we get our post-game stats?
I'm really impressed by them. And I think that Bodkins is kind of a game changer for them. Having that inside post presence that can put up a lot of points the way that he can is going to get them a long way this season to go along with their defense. And a guy like Noah Brown running the point, Xavier Kirk doing a lot of the little things. He can make some shots too. And overall, just really impressive 2 games from these last 2 days.
Let's get our post-game stats in now, brought to you by the personal injury attorneys, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit them online at burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball, and we'll start off with the Idea Academy Timberwolves. It was Chris Hinton leading the way with 19 points, followed by Sean Baltimore with 6 points, 3 points each for Makai Brown, along with Caden Lewis and Deshaun Robinson. And then to round out the scoring, it was Tobias Hammett with 2 points. For the Hedgesville Eagles, leading scorer T.D. Bodkins with 28 points tonight, followed by Xavier Kirk with 12. Makai Bowers with 7 points, 6 points for Noah Brown, and rounding out the scoring with 2 points, Landon Pence. Let's get our player of the game and wrap things up. Player of the game brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. I think it's kind of obvious.
Pretty easy choice. T.D. Bodkins, dominant game on offense, 28 points. Man down in the middle of the defense on the other side. Just a really great game from him. Clearly the best player on the court today.
So that'll do it for the Hedgesville Hardwood Classic for us. Next week, back with more high school basketball, back with the sports mix at noon as well. So for Nick Verzolini, Talia Tompkins, Dylan Bishop, I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. Final score again, Hedgesville 55, Idea 36. This has been high school boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Have a great rest of your evening.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Orsini's Home Store, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, CMA Honda, the Berkeley County Health Department, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, CMA Chrysler Dodge, WVU East, the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, RAI Properties, Parsons Ford, Rocks, Gary Kelly Allstate, and Panhandle Dumpsters.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.